Hey guys, welcome to the last episode of this series. We're right before West Virginia. Me and Mike are out here. We're gonna do like today, maybe tomorrow, like somewhat actual workouts. And then we're just gonna be resting and tapering up till West Virginia. So it looks like today we're gonna just be doing a good jog, probably like 4 or 5 laps, somewhere 5 to 6 miles of just kind of easy work, nothing too crazy. And then we're gonna head back. So I'll see you guys then. All right guys, just finishing up our light jog. I probably did like 5.5 miles. Mikey did?
I think I did about 8.
About 8?
So
oof.
It's a good, easy hour and a bit for both of us.
And we were going pretty slow the whole time. Then after that, we're just gonna head back and relax. We're gonna climb later today and probably do some spears. And that's gonna be about it. We're gonna have to start taking it like down a lot in intensity as we approach West Virginia. Already I know that if I just do West Virginia, I'll be slightly over my mile cap for the week just after this workout. So
yeah, well, so what?
All right, I'll see you guys later when we get to the climbing gym. Hey, so it is currently Wednesday. I woke up to a text this morning sent from Mike saying we're off today, so no running. So pretty much it's still the morning. Right now I'm just gonna go walk the dog, and then I'm just gonna do a light day of climbing. I don't think Mike's even joining me for that. And then I'll do spear throws in the afternoon. But pretty light stuff as we get ready for West Virginia. So I guess we'll get to it. Forgot to record an intro anyways. Hey guys! We're out here doing our one of our last runs before West Virginia. So it's Thursday and we're doing like 5 miles. Yeah, then pretty much the rest of the day is just recovery protocol. I'll see you guys when we're done. We are just finishing up for the day.
A real easy stretch out day before a race.
Later today I'm gonna go hot tub and pretty much just stretch out. And that'll pretty much be the last race prep we have in us. We just do a little warm up tomorrow and get over to the campsite and get ready to race. Hey guys, it's the end of Thursday. Kind of not a lot going on. Today, I only ran the 4 miles in the morning, and I just got back. I only threw like 20 spears. I just wanted to have a good streak, so I hit like 10 in a row after I, had a few hits and misses just to make sure I was in a good place. Practiced my long shot a little bit and just wanted to end seeing myself hit a few solid spears, and then I did. And then I immediately turned back around because I didn't want to be out there for, forever working my shot. Tomorrow, again, I'll probably do the similar thing with spears just early in the morning, and I'll run a little bit, just a couple miles to get it straight. But for the most part, I'm pretty good. Pretty exciting. I'm getting ready just because we're going to be recording a lot of stuff. I think I'm going to try recording all of each of the races. 3 videos on that, this video, and a bunch of stuff. So I have a lot of editing to do next week as well. That's also when classes start back, so I have a bunch of stuff going on. I'm just getting ready for it. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and then hopefully at the venue for West Virginia. Hey guys, it's Friday. I just did like 1 lap with the dog of running, really light stuff, just hopefully to tire myself out. Then I went back to sleep, wait for everyone else to be ready to go to West Virginia. So I guess I'll let you guys know when I'm about to leave. Hey guys, I just wanted to kind of do a video to wrap up, since I know I didn't talk too much once we got to the venue and everything, just as a synopsis of the whole weekend. But it was really good. Obviously, we started off, we drove up there, got everything ready, and we camped out the night before. And we got up because Mike was running in the elites that left at 7:15, so we needed to be up there kind of bright and early. I want to say we got to the venue around 6 a.m. Real fun story, actually. I was like running around with the dog trying to get him to calm down because we brought Einstein with us. And like, I'm very used to people coming up to me at Spartan races. Like, people come and ask like, oh, can I pet your dog? And like, honestly, without even looking at him, I'll be like, yeah, sure, like you can pet him. And so like, some girl came up and I was like, oh, hey, can I pet your dog here? I was like, okay. I'm just talking to my girlfriend to the side. And I look up and it's like Lindsay Webster, who, if you guys don't know, is the girl who finished first for the elite women last year at Tahoe in the world champs. And she also wound up winning the race at West Virginia. I was like, oh my God, you're Lindsay Webster. like I just watched her run like in the race for last year for West Virginia and stuff like that, which is super cool. I actually also got to meet her husband, Ryan Atkins, afterwards, because I bumped into them again when I was walking Einstein to cool down afterwards. So they're both super nice people, like almost just absurdly nice and cool. Like, I got to have a nice conversation with them, and they're both like ridiculously fast. I was looking at their times and I was like, oh my God. Lindsay Webster did like a 2 hour and 6 minute beast. I'm sitting here like 3 hours 20 or something. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I can't imagine going that fast. But yeah, so it was super cool. We got to see Mike head off, which was really great because like I didn't really pay attention to the course, like where it was going at that point, but we just see like them kind of disappear over this hay bale and then up this hill and then like off into the woods, and they're gone. And there really wasn't any place for us to stop and see him anymore, so I pretty much just warmed up, kind of walked the dog, made sure I took care of myself and got myself ready for my race. I ran a pretty clean race. I want to say like at the beginning I was staying close to the middle or even pushing a little to the front of the pack. So like for some of the downhill descents and stuff like that, I just don't go fast enough. So people are like suicide bombing
down some of these hills, you know. And I'm just watching him go. I'm like, how do you have so little regard for your own safety? It's kind of crazy. It was surprisingly well spaced out. I didn't have too much difficulty getting, you know, on obstacles or anything with it being clogged up, not like it was on Asheville. There were a few things like on the monkey bars. I actually wound up climbing around someone just because like it looked like they were gonna finish, so I started and then I wound up catching them. So I just kind of climbed around them close to the end and got off. Also, like the box was, I think, way harder at West Virginia than it was at Asheville. It actually took me about 3 attempts to get up and over the box. The penalty for it wasn't that bad. It was like an extra distance of running you had to do. There were no burpees. But yeah, I did fine with that. Everything was really good. I think I remember at mile 6 or 7, I was doing the armor and I see this guy and he's wearing this like pharaoh outfit and he has like a black headband on. I was like, oh my god, because I started at the 9 a.m. and the open heat started at 9:15. So like the guy gained 15 minutes on me over like 6 miles. He must have just been hoofing it, you know? So I was like, oh my god. And I lost sight of him right before the Tyrolean Traverse, I think. I've never gotten passed by anyone in the open heat while I've been running a competitive wave before, but he was super fast. It was super impressive to see him go. So I think around mile 8, there was this kind of like cliff climb with a vertical cargo net, and then somewhere between 8 and 9, there was this like steep, like death ascent. It was so steep, and like the GoPro makes things look a lot flatter. I know it makes people look shorter and stuff like that, just because the field of view is so wide. So for some of the ascents, it's kind of hard to tell how steep it is. So if it looks steep on the camera, it's really, really steep. I was like on all fours crawling up this hill thinking, and I couldn't even, I stopped looking at the top of the hill at some point because I was like, if I don't just put one foot in front of the other, I'm never going to make it. Like I just had to think like one more step, and eventually I got to the top. The swim is where things really took off for me because obviously I'm a swimmer. My background is in swimming. So I was already kind of picking people off really fast. The guy with the black headband, I finally caught him again on the swim. He was like kind of doing like a backstroke thing. I'm not sure swimming was quite his strength. But I must have passed like several people, a lot of people on this swim going through. And then after that, like my game plan was for the last 3 miles, which is starting right after the swim, just to kick it into high gear and run. So I started picking a lot of people off because I think these longer distances are a bit more of my strength. I train for doing like these 14, 15 mile races rather than just doing like a 5K, like a sprint. So beasts are kind of right up my alley. So I started getting a lot of people at the end who were kind of just falling off. I got the spear, super solid, you know. The spear obviously like, I feel very confident in my spear throw, but obviously it's always a variable for anyone in the races. I think even like you'll see elite races sometimes get shaken up because of a missed spear or something like that. Yeah, and then you kind of turn the corner and we get back to my old friend the tire, and the tire is the only obstacle I failed all year aside from a spear throw or two, and I haven't gotten to do a tire flip since Asheville, so I was really excited to get going at it. I've been going to the gym a lot and flipping like 600-pound tires and stuff like that, just working on form. And I was really pleased. Like I managed to get the tire both times. It was really heavy. I managed to get it, which I was super happy with. I got really amped and just ran straight into kind of this obstacle gauntlet that they had of like rolling mud, barbed wire, dunk wall, stuff like that. And when you get out of like the 3rd barbed wire crawl along that segment, you come out and you're at slip wall. But the slip wall, the ropes are like inches, you know, probably like 6 to 8 inch ropes. They're just hanging from this wall, like not at all the normal kind of slip wall stuff. So it took a while. Like it actually took me 2 attempts to do. I missed my first attempt of the rope, but I managed to land the second one. It was kind of just like an all out. You had to sprint, grab it, and hope that you held on. The rest of it's super easy running. It was like slightly downhill, but pretty much just flat running, which was great, just open field kind of crushing everything. And then you turn the corner and you're right there at multi-rig, and so the multi-rig was super fun. I found an empty spot and managed to get right in and get right out without waiting at all, and then you just do vertical cargo net and it was done. So I had a super excited race. Like I said, I think I did like a 3:24, if I recall correctly. They haven't posted the times officially online, which is really good in my opinion. The only other beast I've ever done was a 5-hour time, and it was about a year ago. So I've definitely improved a lot. But more impressively, I was excited. Apparently I finished 20th in my age group, which actually qualifies me to go to the World Championships in Tahoe. It's actually one of my goals for next year, was to qualify for the World Championship age group. So it's super cool to knock that out like a year early. And I guess that kind of comes to the end here, because that means I'm officially done with this series. 13 episodes in. We only missed 1 week, but you guys have pretty much seen like a big transformation go on over the last like 3 to 4 months that the series has been happening. I think pretty transformative time, starting with like, hey, like I weighed 185 when I started this series. I now weigh 168. I've gone up a whole grade in rock climbing scales. I've definitely cut like 30 seconds off my mile time. I get to finally say like I qualified for the World Championship age group, you know, so it's probably fair to say that I'm, you know, one of the top 100 people in North America for my age group. But yeah, this year has meant a lot to me, and these last few months have meant a lot for me for transforming my experience. I want to do like a synopsis video, and we're obviously going to talk about doing other stuff. Just for a general idea, I'm planning on starting what I'm calling Ultra Season. I have 2 Ultras I'm running this year. One is Killington, which is coming in September, so a little less than a month actually, like 3 weeks. And then I'm doing the Carolinas Ultra. And based on my time from last year, how much time I've improved just on my beast time this year and other times in my age group, it looks like I can podium my first race at the Ultra in Carolinas. It looks like I can finish 2nd or 3rd. If not first, I'm gonna try. So that's what training is officially shifting to, doing long distance. I'm finally bumping my mileage up. But I think it's great to have had you guys kind of viewing in and following along, for those of you who have followed along, because this is like, I can't imagine doing anything else. I want nothing more than to eventually become a professional racer. And I think after my first year of competition, I'm already at the World Championships for my age group. I don't think it's absurd to think that I'm going to start finishing in the top 10 of elite races in 3 years. So obviously it's a long road. I plan on making continuous videos, optimizing nutrition and sleep and training and whatever else I can do, and sharing it with you guys. And if you guys want to continue following my journey, following me and Einstein, who's passed out in the back there, feel free to subscribe. I love going and traveling and getting to do this beautiful thing that I've discovered, which is OCR. I feel like I'm super blessed to be able to live a life where I can take off and train in the middle of the day, because I just have programs that are running that I have to monitor, and I can kind of choose my work hours. It's been super great, and to have the time where I can just take days off and do a Spartan weekend, you know. So if there's anything I want to leave you guys with, I just want to leave you with, any time is a good time to start being the best person you can be. I would not have been considered a competitive racer at all just 3 months ago. And with a very strict regimen and dedication to the process that it takes, I've already come a long way, and I feel like after a few more years of this kind of process and dedication that I can come to be fast enough that I run into Lindsey Webster and Ryan Atkins again, but like as a competitor in the men's elite rather than just someone with a cute dog. I'm super excited, and I want to thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.